Portugal is a land of timeless beauty, where ancient cities, flowing rivers, and hidden landscapes come together in perfect harmony. From the north to the south, each region tells its own story, shaped by water, history, and culture. In this journey, we will explore 20 incredible places in Portugal, each connected to a river that has shaped the land, the lives, and the legends surrounding it. Pack your curiosity, because these destinations will take you from urban charm to natural serenity. Pina Palace is one of Portugal's most iconic landmarks. Its vibrant colors, eclectic mix of Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance architecture, and whimsical towers make it look straight out of a fairy tale. Built in the 19th century as a summer retreat for King Ferdinand II, the palace combines royal history with romantic imagination. Surrounding the palace are vast gardens filled with exotic plants, hidden pathways, and panoramic terraces that offer breathtaking views of Sintra, the rolling hills, and the distant Atlantic Ocean. Visiting Pina Palace is like stepping into a world where history, nature, and fantasy meet in perfect harmony. Lisbon, Portugal's capital, stretches along the Tagus River, the longest in the Iberian Peninsula. The river has witnessed centuries of exploration, trade, and maritime adventures. From the Balaam Tower to the Maat Museum, the riverfront blends history with modern design. The Tagus estuary supports diverse wildlife and offers boat trips that reveal Lisbon's skyline from a unique perspective. Early morning mist rises from the water as fishermen cast their nets, while joggers and cyclists glide along the waterfront paths. The Tagus has shaped Lisbon's identity, giving it a maritime spirit that resonates with every street, square, and neighborhood in the city. Coimbra, home to one of the oldest universities in Europe, rests along the Mondego River. The river carves through the city, separating historic neighborhoods from newer districts. The university towers over the city, with Baroque libraries and cloisters overlooking the water. Students stroll along the riverbanks, where small cafes and gardens provide quiet corners for reflection. In spring, the Mondego floods gently, nourishing fields and gardens, while swans and ducks glide across the calm surface. The river has witnessed centuries of academic life, processions, and festivals, serving as a symbol of continuity and learning. Braga, often called the religious capital of Portugal, is located near the Cavado River. The river's gentle flow contrasts with the city's bustling streets and ancient churches. Braga's historical center is dotted with Baroque facades, monasteries, and plazas that echo centuries of devotion. The Cavado River has shaped the surrounding agricultural landscape, supporting vineyards and olive groves. Bridges and walking trails along the river invite locals and tourists to enjoy leisure activities, from kayaking to cycling. The river's serene presence balances Braga's vibrant cultural and spiritual life, creating a harmony between nature and urbanity. Aveiro, often referred to as the Venice of Portugal, is crisscrossed by the Vuga River and connected canals. Colorful molicero boats glide through the waterways, once used to harvest seaweed and now carrying tourists eager to explore the city's charm. Art Nouveau buildings line the canals, reflecting in the calm water, while seafood markets and local cafes fill the air with aroma and sound. The Vuga River nourishes nearby salt pans and wetlands, home to flamingos and other bird species. Aveiro's fusion of river life, architecture, and culinary traditions makes it an enchanting destination for those seeking beauty and culture in equal measure. Guimarães, known as the birthplace of Portugal, is located near the Ave River. The river flows through valleys and historical villages, linking castles, monasteries, and old bridges. Guimarães' medieval streets wind up hills, revealing plazas and palaces that have stood for centuries. The Ave River provides both a practical resource for agriculture and a scenic backdrop for walking trails. Locals gather by the river in summer evenings, enjoying traditional music and festivals that celebrate the city's heritage. The river mirrors the past, reflecting Guimarães' role in shaping the nation's history and identity. Évora, a UNESCO World Heritage City, is influenced by the nearby Guadiana River. Olive groves, vineyards, and cork forests stretch toward the horizon, nourished by the river's waters. Évora itself is a labyrinth of cobbled streets, Roman temples, and medieval walls. The Guadiana supports local agriculture and wildlife, while its banks host small villages where traditional festivals preserve cultural memory. The river connects Évora to southern landscapes, offering canoeing opportunities and peaceful retreats from the city's historic core. Its gentle flow has inspired poets, artists, and travelers for centuries, making it a living symbol of the Alentejo region's charm. Faro, the gateway to the Algarve, lies near the Arade River, which flows from inland hills to the Atlantic Ocean. The river passes through olive orchards and vineyards before reaching the city, supporting small fishing communities along its banks. Faro itself boasts a historic old town, with cobbled streets, ancient churches, and the remains of city walls. The Arad River is a hub for water sports, leisure boating, and eco-tours, revealing bird life, salt flats, and scenic landscapes. At sunset, the river sparkles, reflecting Faro's warm colors and inviting visitors to explore its natural and cultural richness. Viana do Castelo rests at the mouth of the Lima River, where rolling hills meet the Atlantic coast. The river has historically served as a trade route, connecting inland communities to the sea. Viana's historic center features Manueline architecture, elegant plazas, and traditional festivals that celebrate seafaring heritage. Walking along the riverbanks, visitors can watch fishermen at work or take boat trips to explore the estuary. The Lima River nourishes fertile fields upstream and provides recreational opportunities downstream, offering a blend of natural beauty and cultural significance that defines the region. Visu is nestled in the hills of central Portugal, with the Down River winding gracefully nearby. Known for its clean waters and serene landscapes, the river attracts hikers, anglers, and nature enthusiasts. Ancient bridges cross the river, and trails along its banks offer breathtaking views of vineyards and olive groves. Porto rises dramatically from the banks of the Douro River, with colorful houses cascading down to the waterfront. The Douro River is central to the city's identity, carrying centuries of history, commerce, and culture. port wine barrels once floated along its waters, marking the city as a global trade hub. Today, cruises glide under historic bridges, offering panoramic views of Ribera and the terraced vineyards along the riverbanks. In the evening, the golden light reflects off the water, illuminating the facades of old buildings and the lively cafes lining the quays. The Douro is a river of contrast, bustling in the city center, yet calm and quiet as it winds through remote valleys upriver, showing the full beauty of northern Portugal. Santarém sits gracefully along the Tagus River, Portugal's longest and most significant waterway. The river provides fertile agricultural lands, scenic riverfronts, and a habitat for diverse wildlife. From ancient churches to modern promenades, the Tagus shapes the city's cultural and environmental identity. Boat rides reveal vineyards and olive orchards along the banks, while festivals celebrate the river's central role in daily life. In autumn, golden light dances on the surface, illuminating Santarém's iconic skyline. The Tagus River is more than a natural feature. It is the lifeblood of the region, sustaining communities, agriculture, and traditions for centuries. Monsanto is one of Portugal's most extraordinary villages, built directly among massive granite boulders that dominate the landscape. Houses, stairways, and even doorways are carved between and beneath enormous rocks, making the village feel like a natural fortress shaped by time rather than human hands. At the top of the hill, the ruins of an ancient castle offer sweeping views across the plains towards Spain. Walking through Monsanto feels surreal, as if nature and architecture have merged into a single living structure. Life here moves slowly, with locals preserving traditions that date back centuries. The silence, broken only by wind and distant birds, gives the village a timeless and almost mythical atmosphere. Abydos is a perfectly preserved medieval town, enclosed by tall stone walls that encircle centuries of history. Inside, narrow cobbled streets weave between whitewashed houses decorated with colorful flowers and blue-painted details. The town's castle towers above the rooftops, offering panoramic views of rolling hills and vineyards beyond the walls. Abydos is famous for its literary festivals and cultural events, turning the town into a vibrant meeting place for writers, artists, and travelers. Traditional shops sell handmade crafts and local sweets, while small taverns serve regional flavors. Despite its popularity, Abydos maintains a quiet elegance that makes every walk feel like a journey into the past. Serra da Estrela is Portugal's largest and highest mountain range, offering a dramatic contrast to the country's coastal landscapes. The region is defined by rugged peaks, glacial valleys, and remote villages that seem untouched by modern life. In winter, snow blankets the mountains, creating Portugal's only natural ski area, while summer reveals alpine meadows and crystal-clear mountain lakes. Shepherds still guide flocks across the hills, producing the famous Serra da Estrela cheese using ancient methods. Hiking trails lead through forests, waterfalls, and rocky plateaus with breathtaking views. The mountains embody raw, natural power and deep-rooted tradition, making the region a haven for nature lovers. Marvão is a dramatic hilltop village perched high above the surrounding plains, close to the Spanish border. Encircled by thick stone walls, the village offers uninterrupted views that stretch for miles in every direction. Its castle stands proudly on the highest point, once serving as a strategic military stronghold. Inside the walls, narrow streets wind between simple white houses, creating an atmosphere of quiet isolation. Marvão feels removed from the modern world, especially at dawn or dusk, when mist drifts through the valleys below. The village is a place of reflection, where history, silence, and vast landscapes come together. Ilha de Tavira is a barrier island off the southern coast, known for its pristine beaches and unspoiled natural beauty. Long stretches of golden sand meet calm, clear waters, making it one of the most peaceful coastal escapes in Portugal. The island is accessible by small boats, adding to its sense of seclusion and adventure. Wooden walkways protect delicate dunes, while beach cafes offer fresh seafood and simple meals. Unlike crowded resort beaches, Tavira Island retains a relaxed and authentic atmosphere. The sound of waves, seabirds, and gentle wind defines the experience, creating a perfect balance between nature and simplicity. Douro International Natural Park lies along the eastern border of Portugal, where deep canyons carve through the landscape. The area is wild and remote, with dramatic cliffs rising above the river below. Golden eagles, vultures, and other rare birds soar above the valleys, making the park a paradise for wildlife enthusiasts. Small villages scattered across the region preserve traditional farming practices and rural architecture. Hiking trails follow ancient paths once used by shepherds and traders. The park offers a powerful sense of isolation and raw beauty, showcasing one of Portugal's least explored natural regions. Sagres sits at the southwestern edge of Portugal, where land meets the vast Atlantic Ocean. Towering cliffs drop sharply into the sea, creating dramatic coastal scenery shaped by wind and waves. Historically, Sagres played a key role during the Age of Discoveries, serving as a center for navigation and exploration. Today, the area is known for its wild beauty, powerful sunsets, and strong ocean winds. Surfers, hikers, and travelers are drawn to its raw energy and open horizons. Standing at the cliffs, watching waves crash below, Sagres feels like the end of the world and the beginning of the unknown. As our journey through Portugal comes to an end, one thing remains clear. This country is shaped as much by time and tradition as it is by its landscapes. From quiet mountain villages to dramatic coastlines, each place tells a story of people living in balance with nature and history. Portugal reveals itself slowly, rewarding those who take the time to truly look and listen. Here, the past feels present in stone streets, ancient walls, and long-held traditions, while the natural world continues to shape everyday life. These destinations remind us that travel is not only about where we go, but how deeply we experience each moment along the way. Thank you for joining this journey.